Hello and welcome. This is Samir again from Chatbot Marketing Center with one more Facebook Live. And um, today we are going to continue to talk about how to drive traffic to messenger bots. This series of videos I'm talking about messenger bots. I'm talking about marketing messenger bots, how you can, if you are a business owner, how you can build a Facebook Messenger bots, whether it makes sense for you to build one, and if you want to learn more, explore more, how you can build one for yourself. That's what we are covering in this series of videos. So far, I have talked about which tool to use for building your Facebook Messenger bot. We have used ManyChat so far. I have shown you how to start teaching the bot to talk. We have taught the bot to respond to few simple words, and gradually we are trying to build upon what we have learned so far. So teaching your bot to continue the conversation is one aspect. The other aspect is driving traffic to the bot. And that's where we are spending more time. What are the entry points? How can people start talking with your bot? And what I did in the last video was I gave you an overview. I talked about a few different ways of driving traffic to the bot, driving people to start the conversation with your messenger bot. And today I was thinking I'll pick one of the entry points, one of the ways of driving traffic to the bot, and we'll kind of go into further details. I'll actually show you step-by-step process of using one of the growth tools, which is nothing other than an entry point, a way to drive people to Messenger and have them start conversation with your messenger bot. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what we'll cover today. Just to recap, I'm Samir Ranpara with Chatbot Marketing Center. If you are watching this video recorded, I invite you to say hello in the comments below. Type in your questions, your feedback about chatbots in general, messenger bots, marketing, business, anything. If you have questions about any of those topics, type in below. So let's get started. Hopefully you can see my screen. Here I have ManyChat. I'm just checking one more time. Okay, so hopefully you can see the screen here. I am back to, this should be familiar if you have been following along. I am on the, I'm using this tool called ManyChat, and I have connected a Facebook page. That's how the whole process starts. You have to connect a Facebook page with your, you have to have a Facebook page in order to build the bot, and you have to connect your Facebook page with this bot building tool or platform. So I have this test bot here that I've been using, and I'm going to go, so here on the left column I selected growth tools. That's how I'm here, and I'm going to select new growth tool. On the top right corner I'm going to click on that blue button right here, new growth tools. And so we talked, there are three categories of growth tools. Overlay widgets, which are the widgets which overlay on your website pages. There are embeddable widgets. These are the buttons or boxes that you can embed on your page. Again, this is from the website. And then there is this other types of tools. If you want to drive traffic to your messenger bot other than the website, then you use these tools. Landing page is something you can use if you don't have a website, or it doesn't need a website. It's a page it's a self-contained page that ManyChat provides. Of course, you'll have to use the address that ManyChat provides you, because you it's something that does not need you to have a hosted web page or website. And then there is the Messenger ref URL, which is nothing else but a link. A link can be used on website, on posts on social media, in email, anywhere you can use a link. You can use this link, and that link drives people to Messenger bot. You can also use Facebook comments. You can, when people comment on a post, the bot triggers, the Facebook Messenger app triggers, and the bot starts the conversation. That can be a very powerful way, although it only works on the posts on your business page. That's one of the reasons I am posting all these videos initially on my business page, and I'm also experimenting, you know, how is Facebook kind of how is Facebook responding to what I'm trying to do? So in this experiment, this is kind of a side topic, not necessarily about the bots, but you may have heard the Facebook keeps changing the algorithm, and it has like a different priorities in terms of what it's going to promote. I've been posting this set of videos so far last week on my business page, and I do not see Facebook kind of pushing it to get more people to watch my videos. So I'm going to go and experiment starting tomorrow. I am going to post them in a group, a public group, or open group, of course, you know, because my I'm just seeding the content, and I'm in the process of kind of wanting people to come over and in the process of providing value, basically. You know, I want to give out useful information and shoot videos that are going to be helpful, and I would need feedback. So in case you are watching this replay, I request you to kind of share this, post comments, ask questions. That would be helpful. That would help build this community, it'll help me come up with better content. So please do that. So let's pick landing page, growth tool, and try to push it step by step as much as we can. So I'm going to select that. So I just clicked on the landing page. So here it brings up this kind of slide in, and we are at the initial state tab. It has 4 tabs. This editor, you can say this is the editor. This is the part where we will be editing or building the landing page. And it has 4 tabs: initial state, submitted state, opt-in actions, and setup. So let's take a look at the initial state. So it's talking about page template. It gives us 2 options: text and media background. So let's see what those 2 options are. So it's saying you can either choose text and media, or you can have media background. So I would have expected it to kind of preview differently, but it's not changing anything. So let's just continue along, and then hopefully it'll become clear in a while. So I'm selecting text and media to begin with. We'll play with the media background later. And then there is this option of show description. Let's play with that. So as you can see, if I turn off show description, it's just showing me the page is then just the text, the title, and no description, the title and the button. Of course, we need the button, right? Because there has to be a mechanism to send people, there has to be a mechanism for people to take action and be sent to Messenger. So that's this button, send to Messenger. We talked about this a bit earlier. And but I want to be able to have the description, because this page is minimal. It doesn't have much. As you can see on the right hand side, whatever you see here, that's your whole page. That's the landing page, right? So the landing page does not necessarily mean a lot of stuff. In fact, the less distraction you have on a landing page, better it is. So each landing page has to have one goal. Okay, you have to have the clear goal in mind when you design a landing page. What do you want people to do? Typically, one goal is to get people to subscribe to your email list, right? That's one of the goals the landing page are built with. And if that is the goal, let's use that as an example. Let's say you are building your email list and you have a landing page for that purpose. Then the sole goal of that landing page is to incentivize people to subscribe to your email list, right? So then there should not be any other distraction. There should be a clear message telling people that they should click. There should be a clear message and a clear call to action, which should be a button. There should be clear action and clear call to action, which is a message plus button. And we should be telling people to click the button, but more importantly, we should be telling people why they should click the button, right? Just because you tell people that, hey, subscribe to my email list, people are not going to subscribe to email list. Why should I, right? You should give me a reason why I should subscribe to your email list. So what I'm trying to talk about is your landing page should have just one goal, one call to action. And we are talking about the example of building an email list. Then you should have a clear message telling people, incentivizing people why they should click a button and subscribe to their email list, right? So that's where the lead magnet comes into picture. You should be offering something valuable to them. You should be offering something valuable to them, and it should be free, right? Okay, so there is a big debate whether how much free content you should provide and all that. We are not going to go there. But if you want to incentivize people, you should have a freebie. You should start something with that. You should start with something that is free and valuable, right? That's what I'm talking about. Basically, you are giving them a reason why they should take any action and get on your email list. And here, so that's like a hypothetical case, right? So this is a similar landing page, and our single goal here is to get people to subscribe to our bot list, or at least send people to Messenger. That's the goal. I would say here the goal is not even to necessarily get people to subscribe to the bot list right away, but the goal is to kind of incentivize them to click the send to Messenger button, right? Like, and then what are the ways to incentivize people to do something, right? It's like you give them a reason. You offer lead magnet. So the message here should be that you are offering something valuable for free, and the way for them to acquire that something valuable for free is by clicking the send to Messenger button, because you are going to deliver the lead magnet or the freebie through Messenger and not email in this case, right? So that's what I'm talking about. So let's come up with a headline. So I'm going to use the lead magnet that I have for this example. So what I have is I have a guide. I have a business owner's guide to Messenger bots, because Messenger bots is something new, and like it's getting more exposure. So more business owners are like, you are either experiencing others bots because you are on the others bot lists, or you have heard about it and you might be interested in kind of learning more about it and figuring out whether it can be useful for your business or not. And the bot can be useful in certain situations. So my guide helps with that. It's a business owner's guide to figuring out whether the Messenger bot is right for your business or not, or whether it can really work for you or not. Like I have talked about this in earlier videos, Messenger bots are not for everyone. right? So just because it's something new, you don't necessarily need it. So let's do this. A free guide to messenger bots for your business. And I'm just coming up on the fly, so it's not going to be perfect, but I'm just kind of, hopefully I'm giving you an indication of how you should think about this. A free guide to messenger bots for your business. And let me see, I mean, I might change it. Click. So I'm telling them what this is about, what this page is about, right? So in the headline, which is the first thing people will see when they come on this page, I need to tell them instantly what is this all about? What is this page about? You know, so I'm telling them right away that there is I have a free guide to messenger bots for their business, and basically I also want to tell them that this guide helps them figure out whether this is the right thing for them or not, right? So I'm going to refine this business, this this title. So hang on one second. But in the description, I want to tell them that how they can get the guide, right? So that's what I'm trying to finish here. So I'm going to say click send to messenger button below. So this is very important. Always clearly tell people what you want them to do, right? Do not assume that, you know, I have put the button, isn't it obvious that I want you to click the button? No, just tell them. Because again, people are busy. People have like 10 things on top of their mind. You know, we live in state of overwhelm, right? We have so many messages around us, so many conflicting priorities in general. And the easier you make people to take action, more likely they'll do something. So whatever you want people to do, first of all, you have to clearly ask for that. You have to clearly tell them what you want them to do. But also, first, before you tell them clearly what you want them to do, you also have to tell them why you want them to do that thing, right? So headline is for incentivizing them that, hey, I have something that might be valuable to you. And the description is the clear kind of what they need to do to get that. So, okay, so let me finish the description. Click send to messenger button below to get the guide instantly delivered to the messenger, delivered via messenger, right? Via messenger. So I just told them, you know, this, they just need to do this, but I need to kind of expand on this. A free guide to messenger bots for your business. Is messenger bot is a messenger bot right for your business? Is a messenger bot right for your business? So you get the gist of what I'm trying to do. I'm telling them that they can get a free guide, and the free guide answers this question, that is messenger bot right for your business, right? And click send to messenger button below to get the guide instantly delivered via messenger. So that's I'm not going to perfect that, but it gives you an idea. Now, we have talked about this earlier. You have two types of buttons. Send to messenger is the default button that has the button title that has a fixed button title, send to messenger. And with checkbox is a configurable button where you can change this. You know, it has this message, send me insights, send me the guide, right? You can do that, send me the guide. But the drawback is that they need to do this. As you can see, if I don't click the checkbox below, the button is not activated. And once I click the checkbox below, the button is now activated, and you can see the hand sign, which means it's a clickable link. right? So you can test, experiment that. I'm going to click the simple send to messenger button for now. Your landing page wants to have a good contrast, meaning your text and your button should clearly stand out. So I think this is a very good example where the background is white and the text and the button both are of good contrast, right? The title is black against white, which is a really good contrast. The button is blue against white, which is also a good contrast. The only thing is the description is not so well, right? It's just like gray against white, which is not a very good idea. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to change the description to a different color. I'm going to try this maroon. Yeah, so I'm going to stick with this, I don't know, some shade of red, maroon, probably. I'm colorblind, so I don't know what that color is. It looks like some shade of red. But the idea is don't use gray, use something that's easily visible. So I did that. Now, you can have an image here, right? You can have an image. So you do want to use the image. If image adds to the message, then it's good. If image is not relevant, then don't use it, right? So in this case, I am just showing you an example. So this is not an example of the right image. This is an example of just the image. But if you choose to use the image, you want to make sure this is the right image. And you can change the image placement. It can be above headline, it can be below headline, and it could be above description, means below headline and above description. It could be below description. It could be to the left, to the right. You can test different combinations to see which one gives you better response, means which converts more. But typically you want to have the description right above the button, because description tells them clearly that they need to click the button, right? So you don't want to add anything between the description with the click send to messenger description and the send to messenger button. And the title is image is something they're going to look at first. So image has, as long as there's a relevant image, use it. Otherwise, don't use the image, and you can have the very clear title. The other thing is the media type. You can even use video, right? So you can, in place of image, you can use video. Just letting you know. For this example, I'm not going to use that. So I have everything defined on this page. Then I'm going to click next here. Okay, so then it takes me to the next tab, the submitted state tab, submitted state tab. So this is the submitted state. So this is the thing that the user will see once the user clicks the send to messenger button, right? So the idea is that once the user has clicked send to messenger button, the bot starts the conversation in the messenger. And what we really need them to do is we need to send them to the messenger, right? They might not have messenger open. If they're on the desktop, they might not have the messenger open. So we need to send them to the messenger. If they are doing this on their mobile device, they might not have the notifications on for messenger, right? They might not have, again, the messenger open. So the idea is we need to remind them that they need to go to messenger in order to complete the action that they had initiated. If they click the button, the assumption is that they wanted the guide, right? So here this is the thank you page. I mean, many of you are familiar with it. The thank you page or the submitted page. The goal, again, there is one single goal of this page, and that is to send them to messenger. Ask them to open the messenger, Facebook Messenger. Now, of course, what you want to do is you want to thank them because they are taking action. They are starting to do what you are asking them to do. So it's a very good idea to thank them. So here is the default message. Thank you for reading our thank you message. I would change that. I would say thank you for requesting the guide. You want to be simple, right? You don't want to like elaborate too much. Again, make it easy. They have requested a guide. Thank you for requesting the guide. You can say thank you for requesting the free guide, right? It's like you're reminding them that this is something free. I mean, it depends. Sometimes it makes sense to remind, and sometimes it doesn't. So you can write a description here. I don't know whether it really is that helpful. Sometimes it will be helpful, but you want to keep this message on here. View it in Messenger, or let me see if there is a text limit to this title, so I can't add too much. Basically, we are saying that now they have requested the guide, right? So we should be talking about how and where they can get the guide. So we are sending them to Messenger because that's where we are delivering the guide. So that's what I'm trying to make it very clear to them, that the guide will be delivered in Messenger. So rather than just saying view it in Messenger, I'm thinking I need to tell them that the guide will be delivered in Messenger. So go to Messenger and get the guide, right? So it's like the longer version. The guide will be delivered in Messenger and go get it there. I'm trying to see how I can have a condensed message that fits here. Get it in Messenger, get the guide. Okay, see, I think I'm hitting the limit now. Yeah, I think get it in Messenger. That's what I'm going to keep. Okay, so the other thing is looking at the options here. After submit, show new message. So that's the new message. Redirect to URL. If you have a website and if you have a thank you page already established, then if you want to send people to that thank you page, then you can use this and use the URL of the thank you page. Here we are assuming that you don't even have a website, right? So I'm sticking with this option. Show description, you can turn it off. I mean, I just removed the description, so it's not visible, but you can even turn it off. Colors, again, you can change. I'm not going to touch it. You know what I mean here. We touched it. You can also have an image or video here, okay? Or you can do same as initial, right? Because in the initial state, the previous landing page, I had an image. So the same as initial will put the same media, like video or image there. Or you can change. You can have a different image or different video compared to the landing page here on the thank you page, right? So those are the options. Here is the way you can upload the image or the video. So I'm going to go next because I'm almost approaching the half-hour mark, and I want to cover this part. And perhaps I will have to continue this in my next video because this is something I have to talk a little more. So opt-in message. So okay, so let's say, let me kind of take a step back. Let's say the user clicks on send to Messenger, right? So by the way, once you're done, you want to save, right? So make sure you save your work. It's not going to save automatically here, like when you're building this part of the growth tool. When you are creating the conversational sequences, it does autosave, but not here, right? So once the user clicks on the send to Messenger, they will see the submitted state, right? They'll see it here, but also the Messenger app will fire. Means on the mobile device, if the notifications are on, they will receive the notification that there is activity on Messenger. Or if the Facebook page is open on desktop, then the Messenger will start on that page. or if the messenger is open on desktop, then there will be a new message in that messenger, right? Hopefully I'm making sense. What will that initial message be, right? What will the initial message in the messenger be? That's what this opt-in message is all about. And then, so I want to take a break here. I just, I'm going to recap and start over to explain this little more in the next video, because I want to limit the videos to 30 minutes. So I'm going to remind you, this is Samir with Chatbot Marketing Center. If you're watching this replay, say hello in the comment, type in your questions. Please share if you find this is helpful. If you care enough to give me feedback, do that. Share it. And tomorrow I will be posting these videos in a group. I'll be creating a new group, and I'll be posting. It'll be open to public. It'll be easily accessible group, and I'll be posting there, because like I said, I am experimenting to see where I can get more people to interact with my videos. I'll be doing that. In the meantime, thank you so much if you watch this replay, and have a great rest of the day. Bye.